So, in a chance encounter, an older gentleman shared a life-changing insight with me. He said, 2025 to 2044 marks period 9. Those who don't grasp this cycle, no matter how talented, will be left behind. But those who do, can build a new life from scratch. This seemingly casual remark honestly began my quest to understand this period and the world's cyclical nature. The world isn't random. Every peak and trough, every major shift really follows a rhythm. Starting May 22, 2025, humanity officially enters period 9, a concept rooted in ancient Eastern wisdom about celestial movements and human evolution through various cycles. Each period lasts 20 years. If period 8 emphasized material wealth and real estate, period 9 is the fire period. It symbolizes intellect, innovation, instant connection, and emotional intelligence. In this new era, old mindsets focused on accumulating physical assets will gradually become outdated. Instead, those who understand period 9 and align with its energy will quietly rise as leaders. This video serves as a guide to deeply understand our current times, the massive hidden opportunities, and the subtle traps awaiting those who are slow to adapt. I'll take you through 3 key layers of understanding, mixing in real-life stories to help you clearly see the opportunities, the right path, and how to open life's biggest door in the next 20 years. Period 9's 5 core strengths. Master them to win. To thrive in period 9, you don't need to be a genius. Just develop the strengths this era favors. Master these 5, and you can break through, regardless of your starting point. Without them, even a strong foundation might leave you feeling lost and drained. Creative thinking. It's no longer optional, it's vital. In period 8, you could follow formulas. In period 9, if you can't innovate, you're out. Creativity means seeing old things in new ways, solving problems flexibly, and combining resources to create something unprecedented.
You've been a good friend, and that's in the thick and thin.
Hui, an accounting grad who was jobless but found success by creating engaging personal finance content online, proves this. Instant connection. Hesitate, and you lose out. In the past, you had time. In period 9, everything is immediate. If you can't make an impression in 5 seconds, you're skipped. If you don't build rapport quickly, you won't get a second chance. This is about emotional connection, not just network connection. Thu, who built a thriving coffee shop by sharing heartfelt daily stories and videos, shows the power of instant emotional connection. Inner strength is your foundation to stay grounded. Period 9 is emotional, making people more vulnerable. With constant information and other people's issues affecting us, a weak inner core can lead to collapse. But inner strength isn't just stubbornness. It's about knowing your own thoughts and desires, knowing when to be silent, declining without guilt, and choosing what's right over what's easy. Ability to influence doesn't mean you need fame, just the right people. Period 9 really values impact. You don't need millions of followers, just the right listeners. Influence comes from sharing valuable insights at the right time, to the right people. Toan, a civil engineer who became a minimalist lifestyle coach, influenced his community deeply without being famous, proving that impact matters more than widespread celebrity. Emotional control is all about not getting pulled in or tricked. Period 9 can easily make people lose their cool, just because of all the fast information and constant drama. Folks with poor emotional control tend to spiral quickly. Sometimes just a single negative news item can ruin their whole day, and one bit of criticism can make them want to quit. But those who can manage their emotions, well, they'll be a lot more stable. Take Lon, for example. She overcame depression after a business scam by practicing emotional control, and honestly, she really shows just how powerful it can be. These 5 strengths, they're not just for extraordinary people, they're for anyone who's willing to put in the work. So just pick the one you feel you lack the most and start there. So, what will fade in period 9? Well, the truth is period 9 is going to phase out values and behaviors that were once, highly regarded. If you cling to them, you really risk losing money, opportunities, or even your well-being. Heavy materialism. Honestly, the more you own, the heavier your burden becomes. Back in period 8, people really valued possessions like houses, cars, and luxury goods. But now period 9 is the fire period, and it's all about energy, intellect, and connection. Folks who are burdened by too many things are just going to slow down. They might have these big houses but no time, luxury goods but no genuine connection. In the end, they'll feel empty, busier but also hollower. Hang, a cosmetics chain owner who lost her way when consumers started valuing authenticity over brands is, well, a cautionary tale. So, let's talk about formulaic thinking, copying for success. Back in period 8, copying formulas actually worked pretty well. But starting in 2025, imitation is honestly the quickest way to be sidelined. AI will copy even faster, and those formulas are going to be everywhere. Only folks who innovate or, tell their own stories are really going to thrive. Take Luke, for example. He failed at dropshipping but found success by just sharing his authentic failure journey. He's honestly a prime example of how being real can make all the difference. Now, fake grandiosity. Well, the more you flaunt, the harder you fall. In this era, quiet authenticity is what actually earns trust. Boasting just leads to suspicion. Period 9 values depth, refinement, and truth above all else. Trong, a financial YouTuber who used to show off his wealth, ended up losing viewers because, well, his inauthenticity really showed. He learned, maybe the hard way, that audiences actually want realness and depth, not just some fake shine. Living for others' opinions, it just won't sustain you. Chasing after other people's approval is honestly exhausting. Period 9 really demands that you listen to your own inner voice. If you keep making choices based on what others like, you'll end up losing yourself, feeling forced and drained, even if you somehow manage to succeed. Tam, a popular influencer who, felt pretty empty living just for content, only found herself when she finally started living authentically. Overworking, rushing, and getting little sleep. Sometimes we think that's just diligence, but honestly, it's really just burnout. The old generation always taught us that more work was better, but now, in period 9, it's about deep work, not just sheer volume. The folks who actually pause to think, step back to observe, and get enough sleep to stay sharp. Those are the ones who will go further. Fu, an entrepreneur who, burned out from overworking, actually found greater wealth and health by making a shift to meaningful work and, importantly, prioritizing rest. These fading elements, they're not just going to disappear on their own. Honestly, they'll just eliminate you if you don't adapt. Period 9, it really shows no mercy. So, here's the thing. Period 9 is open to you, no matter your starting point. It doesn't judge your past, it chooses based on your attitude, your direction, and your willingness to change. Let me break it down by groups, just so you can find your way. Now, for young people under 30, your biggest advantage is time and energy. Seriously, don't worry about money or skills right now. Just focus on learning a valuable practical skill, like writing, content creation, video, design, AI, or coding, not for a degree but to actually solve problems. And hey, build your own platform even if it's a small one, to practice and share what you learn. You know, I had a high school friend who failed college but ended up succeeding by telling fairy tales in videos. That just goes to show, starting is what really matters. Your current job might be stable, but if you feel bored or unfulfilled, it's time to prepare a second path. Can your job be digitized, turned into a digital product, or maybe even a coaching program? Share your real experiences. Older adults seeking a different life, don't think you're outdated. Period 9 values mature wisdom. Transform your experience into value. A retired teacher, Thuy, gained 100,000 YouTube followers by sharing real stories about education and family. She didn't sell anything but earned respect and invitations. You have unique, invaluable real-life experience. Don't hide it or be ashamed. Share it. Turn your failures into lessons and, light for others. Who went bankrupt 3 times, wrote a book not to sell but to share his journey and help young people avoid his mistakes. His authenticity brought him wealth without chasing the market. This is the largest group. Do 3 simple things. First, stop for a bit. Just stop chasing others. Disconnect from social media and honestly, anything that makes you feel small. Next, write down your strengths. What did you do well even as a child? What made you feel purposeful? And finally, learn a new skill. It doesn't have to be complex. Dedicate 30 minutes daily, aiming for 100 hours in 6 months. You'll be surprised how much you've changed and a path will become clear. No matter your group, you can step into period 9. It doesn't look at your past, only your willingness to start today. Your step-by-step roadmap for period 9, from unknown to genuinely valuable. Opportunity arrives quietly but decisively. To see the light, you must wake up before others. Week 1, declutter and lighten up. Clean up social media, your mind, schedule, and draining relationships. Unfollow accounts that cause comparison or negativity. Turn off notifications, delete addictive apps, and cut meaningless gatherings. Journal your inner thoughts for 5 minutes daily to understand yourself better. So, month 1 is all about exploring and experimenting. Find your strengths and try new things. Choose a practical skill you do consistently even if you weren't being paid. Maybe writing, video translation, AI, or coding. Just learn for 30 minutes each day. After a week, go ahead and share your learning journey. Create a platform, whether that's Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, or a blog. Consistency and sharing for 30 days will actually put you ahead of most people. Now for month 2, it's time to build a small home base. Establish your first online presence. This could be a YouTube channel, a niche fan page, or a TikTok series. The key here is consistency. People will start to notice that you're sharing to help, not just to make money. Trust will grow, and honestly, in period 9, trust is currency. Learn some advanced skills and really interact with your followers on a deeper level. Moving into month 3, it's time to create your first valuable product. Now that you've got a platform and an audience, create something small, like a free PDF, a mini course, a guide, a podcast, or even a short ebook. Don't sell it just yet, just share value and see what people are drawn to. This is how you start to build the door to your new life. Keep listening, recording, and improving all the time. After 90 days, you'll be a changed person, empowered to choose your path. And after a year, when people ask about your rapid change, the answer will be simple. I stepped into period 9 on my own 2 feet. No one will carry you or pave the way, but once you dare to step, the path will open. The most dangerous mistakes that will kick you out of period 9. Opportunity selects the worthy, but also quickly discards those on the wrong path. Many hardworking people still feel stagnant because of insidious mistakes in this new era. So, expecting instant fame? Well, period 9 is really about light spreading, not just some quick flash in the pan. Rushing for viral success or instant recognition, it can actually lead you to compromise your values. Fake light, no matter how bright it might seem, will eventually be extinguished. It's better to choose a slow, authentic path. Quitting too soon without a foundation is risky. Don't abandon stability for a new life if you don't have solid skills, a community, or some kind of income. Period 9, favors quiet preparation. So, build your inner strength and your path before you rush headlong into the storm. Excessive perfectionism, always waiting to be ready. Well, that just leads to inaction. Opportunities, they'll pass you by. You really don't need to be perfect to start. You need to start to become perfect. Chasing too many things can be a real distraction, With so many tools and experts out there, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters, your core. Period 9 is all about focusing on one core skill and expanding from it. Without a clear core, well, you'll just be swept away. Ignoring personal branding is not an option in period 9. You see, hiding just won't work anymore. People trust real individuals, not some anonymous entities. It's important to share your story, your journey. Without a personal brand, you'll be lost in the crowd. Excessive comparison? It's so easy in this digital age, isn't it? But it leads to self-doubt and losing your true self. Period 9 demands inner clarity. You need to know who you are, what you want, and what you don't need. Remember, your unique authenticity is your strength. Neglecting your health, sacrificing sleep, meals, and well-being for work is not passion, it's actually self-destruction. Period 9 needs you to be clear, resilient, and calm. So yeah, maintain your body and mind if you want to last the full 20 years. These mistakes won't kill you instantly, but they will slowly erode you over time. Avoid these traps. Stay mindful, go slow and steady, and be authentic and deep. Period 9 chooses those quiet enough to observe, resilient enough to endure, and authentic enough to shine. From today until 2044, how do you live without regret? You're listening this far means there's a spark burning within you. And honestly, you don't need to grasp all of ancient metaphysics. Just feel deep down that you can't keep living the old way anymore. No more laziness, procrastination, self-deception, or living for others. It's time to make a real change. "2025 to 2044 is, well, a unique 20-year span. It's the time when an ordinary person can actually build an empire by learning, connecting, and using their voice and heart. But, it's also when even highly skilled folks can get left behind if they're stubborn or just cling to their old ego. You stand at a threshold and only you decide to step forward or stop. If you're young, learn fast, act genuinely, live authentically. Don't live like an old person who never dreamed. If you're a working professional, reevaluate your core skills and build your personal brand. Don't sell your soul to a job you no longer believe in. If you failed, use your past hurts to light the way for others. Turn the price you paid into light. If you're older, don't think you're outdated. Your life wisdom is this era's most vital treasure. And if you're still lost, don't run or force yourself. Stop, observe, journal, find stillness, and the path will appear. You don't need to be famous to be valuable. Just become your most authentic self. You don't need to fight for your share. If you walk the right path, it will find you. And you don't need to be better than anyone else. Just being a little better than your yesterday is enough to step out of the dark. From 2025 to 2044, time will fly. Opportunities will arrive subtly. The winner is the one who works quietly, authentically, deeply, steadily, without fanfare. We don't need to race, we just need to go in the right direction and keep our inner fire burning. Thank you for listening. If any part of this touched you, please hold on to that feeling. No need to share or prove, just quietly step forward on the path you believe is bright. Because one day, that light will illuminate your entire life. May you step into period 9 peacefully, mindfully.